TSC proudly presents an NKTelco sports production of high school varsity football action. We are here at Harmon Field where the Celina Bulldogs take on the Wapakoneta Redskins. Tonight's game sponsors are Grand Lake Health Systems, American Trim, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, NKTelco, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Ply Jam, Precision Strip, Schwederman's Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Sly Schwederman, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing, Heating and AC, Wayne Trail, Cargill, Wagner's IGA, Securcom, St. Henry Bank, The Spot, and St. Mary's Foundry. Well, we are here at Harmon Field as we prepare for the Wapakoneta Redskins host the Celina Bulldogs in this key WBL showdown. Wapak comes in at 5-1 in the WBL and 6-1 overall, as Celina comes in at 2-4 and 3-4 overall. Here with Paul Sadler tonight. Paul, give us a little in-depth of the Celina Bulldogs.
Well, the Celina Bulldogs have been in close games all year. They started the year with a 1-point win over Versailles, and then last 2 weeks they've dropped games by 1 point, going for 2 in the win against the Ottawa Glandorf, who's top of the WBL, and then last week they came up short, going for that just extra point, missed extra point, and lost by 1 to the Defiance Bulldogs. So, they've been right there, and they also had a couple other close wins against Elida and Bath. So, they're a very competitive team. Brennan Bader is in his 3rd year there in Bulldog land, and they feature a tough running attack.
Yeah, and Celina's always been a tough team. They've always been a tough opponent for Wapak, so it's good for Coach Bader to come in here and maybe disrupt a little of this season. As for the Wapakoneta Redskins, they pretty much hold their own for a WBL title. They got to get through these next 3 games if they want to clinch a share of the WBL title. So, Paul, what are we expecting from Wapak?
Well, Wapak, tripped up a couple weeks ago against the Kenton Wildcats, but as you mentioned, they still do control their own destiny for the WBL title as well as the playoff situation. But first things first, I got to take care of the Celina Bulldogs tonight. And last week they went to Bath and set a program milestone with their 500th win in program history. But obviously Coach Moyer is not satisfied with that from his troops, as they need to finish up strong here down the stretch, especially starting with this game here against Celina.
Well, they got the 2-headed rushing attack with Connor McDonald and Evan Keck, so it's always being exciting during the game. But let's look at the keys of the game first for the Celina Bulldogs.
Well, you mentioned 2-headed attack. Celina definitely has a 2-headed attack too, with the quarterback Cooper Jones is the leading rusher in the WBL, and Jackson Silliman is the 3rd leading rusher in the WBL. They need to get off the field. When they play against Wapak, they need to get stops on 3rd down to keep that Wapak offense off the field. And finally, as I mentioned, get over the hump. They lost the last 2 games by just 1 point, and that can kind of grind on you and the players. The best thing they can do is come out here and then try to get a W.
And for the Wapakoneta Redskins,
Wapak defense leads the way. They lead the WBL in points allowed, total offense, and also against the rush. Only giving up 10 points a game coming in so far, which is far and away the best in the Western Buckeye League. They have the top rushing offense in the Western Buckeye League, nearly 300 yards a game. Keck is 2nd in the WBL. McDonald, as you mentioned, is 5th. And then don't forget the quarterback, Reed Miracle, is actually 9th. So you have 5 of the top 9 rushers in the league playing here tonight. And it's the last home game. At least the regular season home game, but as far as they can tell, this could be it. So, this is always a special time for seniors to want to make sure that they have a good taste in their mouth when they play their final game at home.
Well, it's a busy night here at Harmon Field. We have parents' band night, and we also got the greatest thing of all, the pink out. Everybody's dressed in pink to honor cancer survivors and everything. So here we go, WBL action. We'll bring you back for the start of the kickoff right after this.
sometimes you just don't want to get out of your car. That's why TSC has made it easy for you to pay your bill. We have drive-up payment drop boxes at our St. Mary's and Wapakoneta offices. Just pull in, drive around, and drop off your payment. Just one more convenience to show you how much we appreciate you.
TSC, give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
At Joint Township District Memorial Hospital, your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit grandlakehealth.org for details on all of our services.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Wapak, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
All right, back here at Harmon Field as we're preparing for TSC Friday Night Lights as Wapak takes on Celina. Wapak will be kicking off as they defer to the second half. As we bring you the starting lineup with American Trim, we'll give you some key players. As for the Wapakoneta Redskins, the key players there are number 1, Connor McDonald, number 3, Reed Miracle, and number 5, Evan Keck. And for Celina, we're looking at number 12, Cooper Jones, and number 21, Jackson Silman for Celina. As Wapak kicks it off, and Celina will take it to about the 30-yard line as Jackson Silman brings it to the 30-yard line, and Celina will come out for their opening drive.
Yeah, and Celina, is mostly a running team, but they are a little bit balanced as well, as Cooper Jones is a leading rusher in the Western Buckeye League, averaging 120 yards a game on the ground, but he also throws just under 100 yards a game too. So, he's going to be a dual threat guy. And as you mentioned, Jackson Silliman is actually 3rd in the league in rushing, just under 100 yards a game. So a pretty explosive offense. Came in 3rd overall in total yardage.
Let's see how they do against the Redskin defense as Cooper takes the ball and he's going to take it and run it. Cooper Jones will be stopped by the defensive line and pushed back to about the 32-yard line.
Garrett Seifring and Keck there on the stop. And, some of these pistol offenses, they take some I formation ideas and then just start kind of running them instead of having a guy hand it off to a tailback. The quarterback a lot of times just turns into the runner. That was just a straight, I ISO play that's kind of been, put into the 21st century.
Well, and Reed Miracle does the same thing on the Wapak side, so let's see what happens tonight. As Cooper in the shotgun, and he hands it off to Silman. Silman finds a hole, and he'll get it to about the 35-yard line.
We're in a little trap right there up the middle, trying to really test the middle of this defense. We can see the replay, a little pulling of the guard, finds a little bit of a crease, but then he runs into a stop there by Isaac Meeks.
Yeah, our replay is brought to you by Winners Meats tonight. Paul, this defensive line has been pretty unstoppable all year long, and, Celina is making some movement here.
Yeah, but this brings up a key 3rd and 4.
As Jones hikes the ball, he hands it off to Silman and pretty much stops him right there at the line at the 35.
Yeah, he didn't make the play, but Jake Lee was able to get early penetration, which really forced him to stop his momentum, and that brought a host of Redskins in to be able to make the stop. So even though a couple positive plays, it was not enough to move the chain, so the punt team is out.
Well, Silman got 1 yard on the play, and as you said, the punt team is out.
You have the sophomore Braden Goulet is back deep.
And he waits for it. It looks like it's going to go out of bounds, and it will at about the referee will mark it right there at the 32-yard line. So Wapak will have decent field position as they start their first drive.
And then this is going to be Reed Miracle, the senior quarterback, leading his team out onto the field. And again, this is the leading rushing team in the Western Buckeye League. However, they are not what you would call a balanced offense. Very, very run heavy. But again, 3 of the top 9 rushers in the Western Buckeye League all play for the red and white tonight.
They are key players on this Wapak offense as Miracle under center. Hands off to Keck. Keck takes it. And nice job by number 20, Adam Faber, who stops Keck in his tracks right there at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job. Kind of stalemating in the line of scrimmage. And as we see on the replay, just running a little lead play, forced him to bounce outside. And then he was able to just take him down right there, did Adam Faber.
Replay brought to you by Winners Meats as you saw that replay. Wapak, 2nd and 10 from the 44. 9:30 to go here in the first quarter. In shotgun, Reed Miracle. To his right is Evan Keck. As Miracle takes it, he takes it around the end. He gets some room, and he will take it to about the 44-yard line on the Celina side. And that will be a first down for Wapakoneta.
In the first down of the game, and they're running just a simple quarterback sweep. They kind of pull a guard and have a lead blocker to the outside, but usually what that means is the backside linebacker is unblocked, and in that case, Ethan Dirksen, had an angle on Reed Miracle, but Reed was able to kind of make a little bit of a move and evade the tackle.
Now, Miracle shotgun. To his left is Evan Keck, and he's going to take it to the left side. Spins out, and he's got a hole. And he's going, and it's going to be touchdown Wapakoneta, just like that.
And that's Reed Miracle's 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. They did a trade to the left. Celina did not adjust at all. They actually stalemated the line of scrimmage initially, but that nice little spin move, as we see on the replay, and then there's nobody else there. As you can see, everybody else in white jerseys was engaged with a red blocker. So well-blocked play, and then just exploding through that hole after that spin move is Reed Miracle.
44-yard run by Reed Miracle. Harshbarger for the point after. Ball is hiked up, and it is good. 8:43 here in the first quarter. Wapakoneta strikes first. 7-0 Wapak. We'll be right back.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
At CAPT, we use Hometown Opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
Wapak strikes first, and here comes the kickoff by Payne Harshbarger as he kicks it up, and he's going to get it in the end zone, and it's going to be a touchback. So Celina will start off with their second drive of the game, down 7-0. And we're going to look over here at the Celina band, and I'll tell you what, it's not Christmas time yet.
It's not Christmas time, but they're lighting it up, and the offense for Celina wants to light it up here too, just like their band's drums.
Yeah. I like the holiday spirit, but it's too early for that.
I always kind of thought this was the Christmas game in the Western Buckeye League. You have the red and white versus the green and white, although Celina does mix it up a little bit with the gray pants.
Yeah, the gray pants this year. That's a little different. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Cooper Jones in the shotgun. He hikes it. He's going to swing out. It's a rollout, and he's going to find Max Toby for a short gain on that pass play. So he'll get about 3 yards on that, and it'll bring 2nd and 7 from the 23-yard line.
Yeah, first passing attempt of the game is just a little out pattern to the tight end. As you mentioned, just a 3-yard gain. Looked like a two-man route where they had the outside receiver going deep and then just running the tight end underneath into the flat.
Well, it's just good coverage by Wapak. Their defensive backs are one of the tops in the league. So here we go. Cooper Jones in the shotgun. He hands it off. No, he keeps it. And then he's going to be stacked up at the line by the Wapak defensive line. So we'll bring up another 3rd and about 7.
And you can count that, Coach Truesdale's defense has really worked on keeping their eyes on Connor Jones, looking for him to keep that. As we can see, running kind of, more than likely kind of the zone read here, decides to pull it. And then you see that they were able to kind of take him down and weren't really followed for the fake.
Well, he faked me out, so congrats to Cooper Jones. All right, Cooper Jones in shotgun. 3rd and 7 from the 23. In motion, and he's going to take it himself. And he tries to find the hole, and I'll tell you what, Evan Keck was right there to take him down.
And not fooled at all with the play fake going to the opposite way, but he kept and he read his keys because they actually pulled a guard to the other side. And if you read your keys, you're not always going to be fooled by the action in the backfield. So 2 straight 3 and outs to start the game for the Celina Bulldogs.
And they will punt, and the punt is off, and it's a short one. And it's going to be, nice roll, Celina roll there. And it's going to roll to about the Wapak 38 as Wapak will take over once again in decent field position.
We'll kind of take this time, talk a little bit of the back history here. Wapak and Celina have been playing for a long time. Wapak holds a 53 wins to 37 losses record advantage against the Celina Bulldogs. Last year's matchup in Celina, the Redskins blanked the Bulldogs 35-0. However, the last time they played here at Harmon Field was an overtime thriller that the Celina Bulldogs pulled off. So the road teams have won the last 2 in this series, but overall here recently, Wapak has won 5 out of the last 6.
Especially on this field. There have been a lot of good games on this field. Jet sweep by Connor McDonald. He's going to try to get it to the end. Trying to stretch that out, and he's going to be stopped probably about the line of scrimmage as the pursuit and the containment by Celina does a good job.
And we can see, trying to get the speedster outside, but it was really done a good job, kind of stretching him out to make sure that, he was able to make the play as Silliman. But you kind of get back what you said, some great games. Probably one of the single most memorable plays in Wapak history that I can remember was the 4th and 32 screen pass from Cody Morgan to Zach Smirgy. To be able to pick up that in that situation at the end of the game with about 2 minutes to go was just unbelievable.
Remember that one. Miracle, hands off. It's going to be the lead to McDonald. He's got some space. He takes it around the end. He's got some room. He's at the 30. About the 30-yard line. He's going to have him out.
Yeah, we actually have a loose helmet on the player at the 40-yard line.
And you look at the replay brought to you by Winners Meats, it's the lead play.
Yeah, Tyler Schroyer is actually the one that lost his helmet, so he's got to come out for a play. But there you see on the replay, McDonald doesn't need much of a gap because he's just so quick. And as mentioned, this is the 3-headed monster, if you really ask me. I think you got to, include Reed Miracle in that. It's not too bad when your 3rd leading rusher goes for 44 yards and a touchdown. And, obviously McDonald can take it to the house a lot himself.
Well, he stepped out at the 42, so it's 1st and 10 at the Celina 42, and the handoff's to Keck. And he rumbles and stumbles right ahead to the 35-yard line.
And Keck is so good at kind of cutting against the grain. That's plays meant to go off tackle to the right. And if you remember earlier in the first drive, he actually bumped it outside, and they got it for almost no gain. This time, he took it more to the inside with a cutback and was able to pick up about 7.
Now Celina stops him, and it's going to be 2nd and 3 from the 35-yard line. 5:53 to go here in the first quarter as Wapak is driving. Miracle in the shotgun. He's going to take it himself, trying to find the end. He gets a little room, and he's going to be close to the first down.
Yeah, a little bit of a trend breaker right there. They had trips to the far side of the field, and this time they decided to kind of attack the short side of the field. Able to get, a few yards, but they are going to be just a bit short, but it is going to set up a 3rd and very short.
So we're going to have 3rd and inches from about the 32, and you can only think with where the ball's going here.
We do have some options, but number 5 is always a kind of a good option. It looks like they might be going off the right tackle again, if you ask me.
Miracle under center.
Or they can do a quarterback
He's
sneak.
got a quarterback sneak, and he gets about a yard right there. They stop him at the 30-yard line, and it will be another Wapak first down.
Coach Moyer not thrown off with the Patrick Mahomes injury from last night.
Yeah, that's a scary injury. Replay brought to you by Winners Meats. As you can see, Miracle just taking it right there to the left side and picking up that first down. First and 10, Wapak from the Celina 30 as they start their second drive of the night here in the first quarter. Miracle under center. Flanked by McDonald and Keck in the backfield. There's a play action pass. Scrambling is Miracle. He finds McDonald wide open. Complete the pass. McDonald scrambles and he gets to about the 4-yard line.
So about a 26-yard gain. Miracle hits McDonald, but quite frankly, he probably needs to find him earlier because he was open real early and be able to kind of hit in stride. It was a good thing that he got some protection back there to where he had some time and didn't have to extend the play by rolling out to get it to him. But, you know, he was open early as well.
Pass play from Miracle to McDonald gets Wapak first and goal from the Celina 3.
And Miracle doesn't throw a lot. That's only his 15th completion of the year.
Well, they're trying to add little kinks to the offense week by week as they prepare for the end of the season as far as playoffs and the big game coming up with OG.
Elijah Roa checks in for McDonald.
Here we go. Miracle under center. Keck and Roa in the backfield. It's going to be handoff to Keck. He's going to go right up the middle and just push himself into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, the near side calls for the touchdown. Keck is dangerous around the goal line. That's his 13th rushing touchdown of the year, which is most in the league. And overall, he is second in the Western Buckeye League in scoring, period.
Well, there was no doubt about that. He just pushed his way in there, and Wapak's on the board again. Payne Harshbarger in to kick the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. 4:08 left to go here in the first quarter. Wapak does it again, 14-0. We'll be right back.
Plygem Residential Solutions is part of Cornerstone Building Brands, North America's largest manufacturer of exterior building products, and the success of our company is directly related to the contributions of our employees. We are currently looking for machine operators, maintenance technicians, forklift operators, and more to join our growing team at our facility in Sydney, Ohio. Plygem offers competitive pay, a full benefits package, as well as opportunities for bonus pay and long-term advancement. Become a part of our strong foundation.
That touchdown by Wapakoneta makes it 14-0, and it is brought to you by Argrana Fruit. Thank you. We're back here at Harmon Field as Wapak ready to kick it off as they score their second touchdown here in this first quarter.
Well, Celina has played in close games the entire year so far, but this has not been a good start for them. They've been 3 and out the first 2 possessions, and then Wapak has looked very, very good on offense, taking the ball down for 2 scores in their 2 possessions.
Payne Harshbarger to kick it off. He's kicked the last 2 in the end zone. Let's see if we make it a third one. The kick is up, and it will go in the end zone for a touchback, so Celina will get the ball at the 20-yard line with 4:07 to go.
And that's an underrated advantage that people probably don't appreciate enough. I think they see too many games on Saturdays and Sundays and just assume, kickers put it in the end zone. But for a high school player to do that as consistently as he does, that's a huge advantage for a team, forcing a team to start the ball, their drive at the 20, as opposed to the 30, 35, or 40, like a lot of good teams, if they get a chance to return, would do.
Well, with the advantage Wapak's defense and their defensive line, that's a big advantage for them to where the starting field position is. As Cooper Jones is back in the backfield, he hands it off to Silliman, and look who's there. Dylan Gotterman stops him right there at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
And Gotterman's a big dude.
Now, he's been our player of the game. He's had some good games so far this year, and he just showed how strong he is right there. So it will be 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line for Celina.
So Celina, again, comes in with one of the best rushing duos, well, probably either the best or the second best rushing duo in the Western Buckeye League, 2 of the top 3, and, they have not had a lot of success so far.
Now Cooper Jones back in backfield. He's going to look to pass. He swings it out there to number 14, Max Toby, and it will be completed right there at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, the second time these two have matched up. This time it's going to be about a 5-yard gain on that out route again. Sets up a third and a lot more manageable, but again, they are 0 for 2 so far coming in on third downs.
Yeah, Celina's had trouble on third down so far. 3rd and 5 from the 25-yard line as they get the play in.
And sometimes just getting your first down just gets a little bit of a monkey off your back, and you can kind of relax and execute.
Cooper Jones in the backfield. Silliman right behind him. He's back to pass. He's looking. Number 80 will catch the ball. Colin Harris. It'll be completed, but they're going to be short of that first down.
Yeah, Roja immediately was able to get on him. And also, I think he started his route where he's beyond the 30 initially on his curl route, but then he came back to the football and made him short. Now, normally this would be a punt situation, but, Coach Bader's thinking about it. We're inside our 30, but we're going to bury ourselves if we can't try to do something. So he's got 2 of the best rushers in the Western Buckeye League. Boys, let's see if we can get a yard.
Cooper Jones in the shotgun position.
Goal line defense in here for Wapak.
And he's going to hand it off, and Silliman's going to get it.
Yeah, a gutsy call and an excellent cutback there by Silliman as Gonerman was right in the hole. We'll see here in this replay. I believe it was Gonerman gets in there right there, but he cuts back, and that's where the original hole was supposed to be. So nice job finding a soft spot in the offensive line by Silliman.
Empty backfield for Cooper Jones. He's going to look to pass. He sees the slant pass. Oh.
Well, that was very, very dangerous. He's looked for him right on the seam route just right away, went up in the air, and you almost expect those to be intercepted. That's actually the first down play from before.
Yeah. But, yeah, Trevor Crow was right on it right there and disrupted the play. 2nd and 10 from the 32. Cooper Jones in the shotgun, empty backfield. 5 wide right now. Wapak looking to blitz. Little out pattern to number 80. Colin Harris completes it, and he'll get about 5 yards.
Okay, that time Roa was a lot more aggressive coming up on that. Something you have to be concerned with. They've run that a few times, so they might try to jump that and get the interception. But then what Celina should be thinking about on the other side is, okay, if they're going to bite hard on that, let's do a little out and up a little bit and see if we can hit a big one. So something to keep an eye on later for the Bulldogs.
3rd and 6 from the 36. Cooper Jones in the shotgun. He's looking to pass. He drops back. Goderman's going to take him down for the sack. Back at the 29-yard line, it will bring up a 4th and long.
Great job by Gonerman. And also Meeks kind of making him have to move over and making him uncomfortable, getting some pressure on the quarterback. We can see the replay. We can see he's back. No one's open now. He's got to step up in the pocket, and that allows Gonerman to be able to make the play. So, doesn't get credit for a sack, but Meeks really helped Gonerman get that sack.
Well, Jones punts it, and it's muffed by Connor McDonald. He's going to pick it up, and he's going to try to get some yardage at it, and he'll get it to about the 45-yard line.
So the line drive gave him some time to be able to go back and recover that and, kind of avoided what could have been a bad situation.
Well, Walpak's going to get good field position once again from their own 45-yard line, and still here in the first quarter with 1:03 to go.
And the entire game so far has been basically played from this 45-yard line to the field to our right. So, almost the whole game in Bulldog territory.
You credit the Wapak defense for the stops they're doing for Celina's offense. Reed Miracle in the shotgun. Hands it off to McDonald. He's going to try to get it around, and he gets some yards. And he'll get to the Celina 49 as he picks up 6 yards.
And McDonald's actually staying down after a nice run. And Caden Seifering actually had a really nice block that he cut off of on that zone read. So obviously we hope the young man's okay.
As you can look in the crowd right now, we are under a pink out tonight. All right, with Connor McDonald down, we're going to take a break. We will be back with more WBL action.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Back here at Harmon Field as TSC presents Friday Night Lights as Connor McDonald looks like he got the wind knocked out and is coming off the field. So Wapak will come on the field as it is 2nd and 4 from the Celina 49.
So obviously everything has been going Walpak's way until now, and obviously you never want to see anyone get injured. So McDonald's on the bench and still getting kind of talked to by Coach Copeland, so hopefully everything's okay.
Miracle under center. Behind him is Keck. And the handoff to Keck as he goes up the middle. And he'll get probably about a yard, so it'll come up as 3rd and 3 from the 48-yard line.
And Drake Latenkamp there, kind of unblocked. It was kind of a weird, I don't know if it was supposed to be designed that way, but they traded the tight end and wing back to this near side, and you can see them here on the bottom of your screen. Then they don't touch Langeman at all, so he's just right there, totally unblocked to be able to make the play.
Oh, 3rd down and short. I don't think Walpak's been in a 3rd down.
They had a 3rd and inches.
That's right. You're right. And it's going to be the end of the first quarter. As we've got Wapak 14, Celina nothing. We're going to bring you to the second quarter right after this.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at Cargill.com.
TSC presents Friday Night Football as we start the second quarter here from Harmon Field as Wapak has the ball and Reed Miracle will take it around the end. He tries to find a hole and he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well,
we'll bring up a 4th down.
You know, a couple of people are really glad that this is the second quarter. First of all, Celina, just to get that first quarter over with because nothing went their way. And also the people who have seats in the north side of the stadium are finally going to get some action going their way.
Well, they're going to bring the punt team out, so this will be the first time Walpock's going to punt tonight. As Caden Seifring will be back to punt.
And Celina's going to call a timeout here.
Yeah, they may think something's up. I don't know. We'll see.
See, a lot of times it's a personnel issue sometimes too. You know, whether they didn't have the right people out there. It always makes me nervous on defense because you might give someone who's a little bit, you know, of a risk taker. It's like, you know what, maybe we should go for this.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not sure Coach Moyer would do that because his defense is playing so well.
Yeah.
You know, when you're up here, don't give the other team a chance. You know, you're up 2 touchdowns. You can punt it deep, and if your defense does what it's been doing, you'll get the ball back in good field position. So, but yeah, you could explain it away however you want. You could also say, well, the defense is so good, why not go for it? And you can probably stop them too. So, look, hey,
we'll see.
We can talk ourselves into anything.
I'm telling you, we can have a 2-hour conversation about this,
but we only get a minute.
That's right. So Walpock comes back on the field, lined up to punt as Caden Seifring is back at his 40-yard line to receive the ball. Brandon Stogler back to receive the punt at his own 10-yard line. Seifring gets it, and he kicks it. And it's a low-line drive that's going to roll. And it's going to get a nice roll to about the 11-yard line as it will be down by Caleb Pack. And Celina will start at the 11-yard line.
So about a 36-yard punt, but with no all net with no return. So that's a very, very effective punt in that situation. As Celina will actually, who's not had very good field position to begin with, will have their worst field position of the night.
Yeah, against that stout defense, you don't want to get in that situation. So Cooper Jones will bring the offense out.
And you got the ominous lit up drums just lurking in the background.
That would scare me point blank right there. It's not Christmas time yet. Cooper Jones in the shotgun. Flank to his left is Stillman as he takes it up the middle, and he'll get to about the 15-yard line.
So once again, he kind of saw, you know, a big hole to the right, so he cut into that. But nice job being able to kind of close that to be able to, as you can see here, you know, he saw that there was going to be a big gap, but Meeks, really quick reaction. It looked like he was really going to take the quarterback on that, but he recovered very quickly to make the play.
Now 2nd and 6 from the 16. As Cooper Jones gets the ball, he hands off to Stillman, and he's going to get about 4 more yards, so he'll make it a 3rd and about 2 yards.
So 2 positive running plays. And remember, last possession, you know, Coach Bader even went for it on a 4th and 1, really deep in his own field position. So, you know, they just want some positive plays, some positive yards, and you never know, they might even go for it on 4th again.
Well, I mean, they just need the confidence right now. Right now they don't have the confidence. Now, right now they're doing it. That's Cooper Jones in the shotgun. Stillman to his right. He looks, and he's going to take it himself. And he tries to find a hole, and Seifring stops him right there at the line of scrimmage and pushes him back.
Again, Seifring with an excellent job getting into the backfield. And actually, they're going to call it no gain, but it looks like he might have been able to get that for a loss. And because they did not gain any yards, you know, Coach Bader sends his punt team out there.
Well, it's 4th and 2 from the 20-yard line, and Walpock once again going to have decent field position as Cooper Jones is ready to punt. Almost blocked, and they're going to have a. Ooh.
Nope, he said he got a piece of it, and it definitely because of where it went.
Yeah.
He got a piece of it.
He got a piece of it, and I was afraid they were going to call roughing the kicker there when he ran right into him.
Yeah, and sometimes you see that because it was such a high snap that threw off the timing and gave Walpock a chance to be able to get in. Here we can see a really high punt. Makes it take a little bit longer than he wanted to. Didn't actually catch the number of who actually got a piece of that. But obviously tremendous field position here for the Redskins as they look to possibly put their 3rd score of the game in.
Replays brought to you by Winners Meats tonight as Walpock settles in again on offense at the Celina 18.
And Brendan Schneider kind of late to get on there, playing for tight end. Meeks kind of came off a little bit gingerly there.
Miracle in the shotgun to his left. He had Keck, and he's going to take it himself. And he finds a big hole right up the middle, and he'll get to about the 8-yard line.
Did a nice job reading the lead block of Keck right there. Keck actually ended up, instead of hooking his man, kicked him out. So he cut off the inside right off his butt and came good yardage for a first down.
Gain of 10 yards for Reed Miracle, and we're going to have first and goal right off the bat here for Wapak. At the 8-yard line, 9:10 to go here in the second quarter. Wapak walks up to the line. Miracle in shotgun, Keck to his left. And he's going to take it himself. He finds a little hole up the middle, and he's going to take it to about the 4-yard line.
And they went heavy to the left with an unbalanced line, and didn't really get a chance because Celina did a good job in kind of stalemating there. So once again, a Miracle had to kind of read the cutback.
Gain of 4, and it's going to be second and goal from the 4. As clock is winding here in the second quarter. Miracle under center. Behind him, Goulet and Keck. Keck's going to take it up the middle, and he'll get to about the 2-yard line.
And Goulet gets a chance to play a lot on offense. I'm not sure I've seen him play halfback a lot.
No, it's usually wideout. He usually comes out in the wideout. You've seen him pass the ball. You've seen him catch the ball here in the last few weeks.
Yeah, he's definitely a weapon for this team. You know, he's very, very athletic. He's fast. And as you mentioned, he can do a lot of things. So he is usually a wide receiver. He's the backup quarterback. And if he's going to be a halfback too, you know, it's kind of a master of all trades.
That's right. 3rd and 2. Third down and goal from the 2-yard line as Wapak walks up to the line. Miracle in shotgun. To his left is Keck. And he's going to take it himself. He finds a spot up the middle, and it is touchdown, Wapakoneta.
Miracle finds the end zone for the second time tonight, hurdles in to be able to put them up 3 scores now.
That touchdown is brought to you by Argana Fruit. Argana Fruit, my bad. I'm sorry about that.
You can see him.
Wapak takes a 20-0 lead.
You can see him jumping over Keith Hauser's block. As remember, that's the second of the night, but he only had 2 coming in for the first 7 weeks of the season.
Point after by Bane Harshbarger is up, and it is good. 7:37 here to go here in the second quarter. Wapak's got a 21-0 lead. We'll bring you back.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos sound system takes all the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game or not with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's, and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen, and check us out on Facebook.
TSC brings you Friday Night Football back here at Harmon Field as Wapakoneta will kick it off as Payne Harshbarger kicks it off, and yes, it will be back in the end zone for a touchback.
And we do have a little bit of an update from our sideline reporter, Kim. Connor McDonald, they were looking at his hand, and they actually did take him back to the locker room, so we're hoping everything's okay with Connor.
Well, we'll take it to her as soon as we get another report. As Celina comes back out on offense. Cooper Jones trying to solve this defense of Wapakoneta as they tried to do something positive here in the second quarter. 1st and 10 from the 20. Cooper Jones out in the shotgun. He hands it off to Stillman, and Stillman will take it up the middle, get about 3 yards as it comes up to second down.
So Celina obviously not really doing what they're used to. They're used to getting chunks of yardage with their running game. Again, they came into the game, averaging 234 yards rushing, averaging 5.7 yards a carry. However, they're going against the top-ranked rushing defense in the Western Buckeye League, and they're winning the battle right now.
As Jones hands it off to Silman again, and he'll get to about the 28. And it's going to come down 3rd and short right here from the 28-yard line.
And you're looking for small battles right here. You've gained enough yardage on 1st and 2nd down if you're Coach Bader with Celina that you need to convert this. And you can't afford to have a negative play like they had on the 3rd down last time. They need to be able to get some positive yards with their running game and be able to pick up this 1st down.
Cooper Jones in the shotgun. Silman to his right. He fakes the handoff, and he'll complete it to Toby. And he's going to be about at.
He's got it.
He will have the 1st down as they mark him at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, the one nice thing with getting touchbacks is we know if he's on the 30, it's a 1st down. So as soon as he got to that 30, we know it was, because kind of a trend breaker there. Instead of going for the rush there, they decided to run a very short route to their tight end, and it is just enough to move the chains.
So 1st down here at the 30-yard line for Celina. As you look at the First National Bank scoreboard, think first. Wapakoneta 21, Celina nothing. And pass to Toby, and he is stopped by Roa right there at the 35. Took a hit.
Now Roa put a nice hit right into the thigh pads, he's going to feel that one as Toby.
Well, it's going to be 2nd and 5 from the 35 as Celina gaining a little momentum here. They're trying to put something together. They're moving the ball right now.
Well, I think at some point, if you're Celina, especially with being down 21 at this point, I think you need to look to go deep, at least to make them think about it, because right now the defensive is really starting to get very aggressive. They need to kind of loosen them up a little bit.
There's Jones. He hands off to Silman up the middle, and he's going to get about 2, maybe 3 yards at the most. And they're going to mark about the 38-yard line, so a gain of 3. So once again, it'll be 3rd and 2 from the 38-yard line.
So now, they kind of broke the trend last time by doing a quick little pass. So now you're not exactly sure what to expect from Celina.
Building momentum is Celina as they get up to the line. Jones in the shotgun. Stillman to his left. He's going to hand it off to Stillman. And Seafring's going to meet him right there at the line of scrimmage, maybe 1 yard.
Yeah, but he's going to be a yard short. It looks like there was going to be a gap there, but it closed very, very quickly. I'm not sure if we'll see it from this replay, but you can see Seafring gets in there right away, and so does Keck.
Right, yeah.
So, but Bader keeps his offense out there and going for it for a 2nd time here on 4th down. They need to get right to the stripe at the 40-yard line.
4th and 1 from the 39 as Jones in the shotgun. Right behind him is Stillman. And they're going to hand off to Silman, and he's going to get the 1st down as he plunges to the 42-yard line.
Real similar play call to what they picked up the 4th down last time. Silman starts with 1 step to the inside and then dances to the outside a little bit to be able to pick it up.
Marked at the 43-yard line. Celina continues this drive. 3:55 to go here in the 2nd quarter.
This would be a great time, right? You picked up a couple 1st downs. It'd be a great time to really try something deep for once.
Cooper in the shotgun. Right behind him is Silman. He's looking to pass. And look right there. He's looking deep. Good coverage by Brady Goulet, and they're going to make it. They're going to call it a catch right there at the 29-yard line.
Colin Harris able to make the play, and you're right, Goulet was step for step.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's just worth throwing to him because you never know what might happen. Goulet with great coverage, but then he kind of turns and stops and tries to make a play on the ball, and that slowed him down just enough. And you got to say that was just a tremendous pass, too.
A nice catch by Harris. I mean, he did his job, and it's 1st and 10 from the 29 for Celina. Oh, and Isaac Meeks meets him right there at the line. Silman just got introduced to Isaac Meeks right there.
Yeah, you got to give Silman some credit, too, for not going backwards. He actually gained a yard on that, where I think most backs would be laying on their back.
As you look here at
Boom.
the winner's replay, as Isaac Meach just said hi to Silliman. 2nd and 9 from the 28. Cooper in the shotgun right behind him is Stillman. He's looking to pass. He's rolling. And it's picked off by Devin Holskamp. And it's going to be a flag on the play. It's going to go on Holskamp as he grabbed that face mask, but it will be the first turnover of the game by both teams, and Wapak will take over.
Yeah, we saw the tip go nowhere earlier in the game, but this time Hulsman makes a tremendous interception. We'll see here on the replay, ball goes off the receiver's hands, one hands it and brings it back in for his 4th interception of the year. The Western Buckeye League leader in interceptions, Devin Hulskamp, and there you see that kind of gets his hand in the face mask and does not let go at all, so that is a 15-yard penalty. However, the Redskins do get the football, which cancels out the most promising drive of the night for the Celina Bulldogs.
Well, Holskamp, great athlete. He's made some nice interceptions this year, and just add that to the highlight reel for Devin Holskamp, as Wapak will begin another drive with 2:51 to go here in the half.
Yeah, but we might need to cut that highlight reel short after he catches the ball.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That is true. And
So
Wapak will start he'll be at the 10-yard line. 1st and 10 as Reed Miracle in the shotgun. To his right is Evan Keck. Handoff is to Keck. He's going to take it, and he's going to be stopped. And they're going to keep pushing. It's kind of like rugby here, and he'll get it to about the 16-yard line.
Yeah, his forward progress never really stopped. He was incrementally still kind of going forward.
He's just a strong back. He uses that weight, and he just takes it.
You can see that, it looks like he's going to get kind of stopped, but he's just not going to stop him. Look how many white jerseys are in there. And at first I thought he was getting a lot of push from his teammates, but he's not really getting a lot of help, although there is a couple guys there. I do want to say the Bulldogs did change their approach there. With that particular trade, earlier in the game when Reed Miracle scored his touchdown, they didn't move at all and adjust. This time they did move down a little bit, which probably made that, a tougher play.
2nd and 5 from the 16. Miracle gets the shotgun. He's taking the ball and he's running with it. And he's going to be close to the first down. Just past the 20-yard line.
And they are going to call it, not even going to bother measuring it, calling it a first down.
So Wapak continues here at their own 21, 1st and 10 with 2:30 to go here in the half.
And Coach Moyer, not in a real hurry. They're up 21-0. I think if they break something, he might change, his mindset a little bit. But in this case, I think he's just going to continue just to run the ball. And if something big happens, we'll adjust. Otherwise, we'll be happy to be up 3 touchdowns.
Miracle hands off. Nope, he's going to take it himself. And he's got a hole. And he's spinning, he's moving. He's going to get to about the 30-yard line as he stumbled around and got a 9-yard gain on that.
I like the awareness of Reed right there, where he's cutting back and then kind of stops on a dime because he sees that there's nothing there, and then cuts back to his left again. So, kind of 2 cutback moves on the same run.
Reed Miracle, a very good athlete, very elusive, and he's showing it tonight as Wapak, 2nd and 1 from the 30. Miracle in the shotgun. To his right is Evan Keck. And he's going to take it himself. He finds a hole and he sees it and he's going. And he's going all the way for the touchdown. Reed Miracle.
A 70-yard run by Reed Miracle, his 3rd touchdown, matching his jersey number. Unbelievable. Again, as I mentioned, they weren't really going, hurry up or anything like you would expect a lot of times, people looking for a touchdown, because they know they got the personnel that they could, if they hit a gap, hit a home run anyway. So great job by the entire offensive group, especially Reed Miracle there, cashing in for the 3rd time.
That touchdown brought to you by Argrana Fruit, as Payne Harshbarger lines up for the extra point. It is up, and it is good. 1:16 left to go here in the 2nd quarter. Wapak dominating right now, the Celina Bulldogs. We'll come back.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
TSC brings you Football Friday night tonight here from Harmon Field. And tonight, let's bring you some sponsors. Some of the sponsors tonight: Grand Lake Health System, American Trim, First National Bank, Think First, NKTelco, Ply Trim, Precision Strip, Wilson Health, and Cargill. Thank you for all you do as we come here. Wapakoneta 28, Celina nothing. Payne Harshbarger ready to kick it off here to Celina. And Harshbarger will kick it off, and it's going to be a short one, so it's returnable. And it'll be caught at the 11-yard line. Celina taking it. Sage House returns that ball, and he'll get it to about the, I'd say the 28-yard line.
Yeah, Roa and Zach Rogers combined there for the tackle.
Well, Zach's not going to be happy. You're talking about his brother.
His time's going to have to wait a few years.
Yeah, just a few. All right, so Celina will take over with 1:10 left here in the half. As we look at the scoreboard, 28-0. First National Bank, Think First, is sponsoring our scoreboard tonight. And Celina goes up to the line. Cooper Jones in the shotgun, Stillman to his right. He's looking to pass. He sees his opening, and Trevor Crow almost came up with the interception.
Yeah, we'll see. And I really think that Toby right here probably needs to make a little bit more of an aggressive move for the football. He just kind of puts a hand out there. He needs to really kind of, help his quarterback out and, make an aggressive two-handed approach at that football.
Well, 2nd and 10 from the 23 as Jones in the shotgun. He's going to look to pass again. That's the option. He options it out. Something a little different here, and it's going to be Quinn Andrew there with the run, and he's going to get to about the 32, so it'll be about 3rd and short there.
Yeah, about a yard short. It's something you don't see in his old-fashioned triple option. And finally getting to the pitch phase, you don't see it very often, but, it's hard to cover, having 3 different responsibilities to be able to try to cover for a defense.
Well, it was something different Wapak hasn't seen all night, and look what's happened. We got 3rd and 1 at the Celina 32. 26 seconds to go here in the half.
I would say it's pretty telling, though, that Celina's not in a real hurry.
Cooper Jones in the shotgun. To his right is Stillman, and he's going to hand it off, and Stillman's going to go right up the middle, and he'll get the first down and gets to about the 36-yard line.
So it'll be a first down, but with only 11 seconds left, I'm not sure if Celina will try anything here or not.
Well, if you were Celina going into the locker room here at half, which the clock is winding down to halftime, I would hope Coach Bader will bring these guys back and see if we can make it a game. We are at halftime here at Harmon Field as the Wapakoneta Redskins leading Celina 28-0. We will be back.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwiederman Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
NKTelco Sports. More than 140 local high school and college games. Football, basketball, volleyball, baseball, softball, and soccer. Support your local team with NKTelco Sports and promote your business to 250,000 households in Northwest Ohio. Call 1-888-NKTelco and get in the game.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
TSC presents Friday Night Football back here at Harmon Field. We are at halftime. Wapakoneta 28, Celina nothing. And it's been all Wapakoneta, Paul, I'll tell you.
Yeah, and you couldn't have asked for a better first half. And as we can look at the halftime stats, they kind of really tell the story as well. Under 100 yards total for Celina. And I'm not even sure that does show the domination in total yardage with 232 because, Walpock, really is playing with a short field almost every single possession. Not even including that block punt that they had that set up the really short touchdown. So Walpock's really kind of dominated this game in all aspects.
Well, Celina, they've only got it past the 50-yard line once in the first half, and that just shows what type of defense Wapak has right now.
And that promising drive ended off a tipped interception.
And here we go as we're getting ready to kick it off here at Harmon Field as the second half will start with Celina kicking it off to Wapak, so Wapak will get the ball right off the bat. And I'll tell you what, it's a great night for football.
It is. Fall's really come with a vengeance here in the last week or two. But it wasn't about a week and a half ago. Is there an onside kick?
It's kicked around, and it's going to be recovered by Celina right there.
They needed a little bit of a momentum, and they took a chance and was able to execute the onside kick, and that's number 24.
Jaden King right off there.
You see, not able to come up with that clearly. Walpock not expecting that. Austin Stauffer kind of caught by surprise, got a hand on it, but he was in his back pedal, and Celina, with a little bit of a momentum right from the get-go by the successful onside kick.
Now Cooper Jones bringing out the offense to start at the Wapak 43.
Obviously, by far their best starting field position, only the second time this game they have been in Redskin territory.
Cooper Jones in shotgun. Silman right to his right. And it's going to be a handoff. It's halfback pass right there. Number 4 has got the catch. Nice catch by Braden Slauger. And it will be first down and goal from the 8-yard line.
And Quinn Andrew on the reverse, we can see nice in play, a halfback pass, put it right where he needed to. So got just the separation needed. So 2 really big plays to start the second half here for the Celina Bulldogs with the onside kick and then the halfback pass, and they're inside the 10-yard line with the first and goal.
Wow, first time they're in the red zone, Celina, as they are knocking on the door. First and goal from the 9. Jones in the shotgun. Behind him is Silman. And he's going to hand it off to Silman, who'll go up the middle, and Isaac Meeks right there on the stop.
Yeah, him and Hauser right there to be able to make the play. And, as dominant as the defense was for Wapak, they're going to be took to the test right here. They didn't expect to be on the field right from the beginning, and now they're out there and kind of maybe been stunned after that first halfback pass. Now just kind of a regular play from scrimmage might kind of refocus them.
Second and goal from the 8-yard line. Jones in shotgun, Stillman right behind him. And he's looking to pass. He looks. He's going to roll out, and he is going to be taken down by Isaac Meeks.
Yeah, Meeks just gets enough of his ankle to be able to take Cooper Jones down, and that inside the 10 is now going to be outside the 10. As we can see the replay, Meeks just gets enough of his ankle as Jones was trying to escape the pocket Had a lot of time back there, just no one was open for him. So Celina now with goal to go, but from the 13.
Replay brought to you by Winners Meats. As Jones up to the line. He's in shotgun. Stillman to his left. Here at the 13-yard line, 3rd and goal. And we're going to have a flag.
Delay a game.
And it will be a delay of game on Celina, so it's going to push it back 5 yards.
So had a lot of positive and now 2 real negative plays. It's put the Celina offense, in bad spot as it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 18.
Only the 2nd penalty called tonight.
Little battles, I guess.
Celina up to the line. 3rd and goal from the 18. Jones in shotgun, empty backfield. He's back to pass. He's looking. And he steps up and he throws it to the back of the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, Reed Miracle in perfect position. Also using the back boundary as another defender. Toby didn't have much room to play with. All kinds of room. I thought Jones would consider kind of running that because the middle was open. But you can see Miracle right there, and I'm not sure if he would have been in bounds if he would have caught it.
It'll be 4th and goal from the 18, and Celina is looking to kick right here.
And Dirksen is 1 for 1 on the season. He has made a 30-yard field goal. This one will be from 35.
High snap, and it's going to be blocked. Walpok is going to block it, and it's going to be taken by Goulet. He's got it. He's ground down the sidelines. He's going to take it to about the 27-yard line.
Well,
they're going to spot him at the 25.
A blocked punt and now a blocked field goal attempt. Isaac Meeks able to take advantage of, again, another high snap. Throws off the timing. And then Goulet, picks it up and tries to make something out of it and does gain a little bit of yardage for the Redskins. So after the onside kick and the long pass play, Celina once again comes up with nothing to show for it.
All year long, special teams has come up big for the Wapakoneta Redskins and does it again tonight. As Wapak takes over at their own 25, 1st and 10. Miracle under center. Behind him is Evan Keck, and it's going to be a handoff to Keck. He's going to try up the middle, and Celina just stands him up.
Now, Celina on that play, the little lead play that Wapak is really, really successful with, has actually defended that pretty well. A lot of teams have a tough time stopping Keck on that lead play, off tackle play, and they've really held their ground. So kind of, credit the Celina defensive line for, at least in that type of play, getting a stalemate.
Gain of 2 yards for Keck. 2nd and 8 from the 27. Walpok lines up. Miracle in the shotgun. To his left is Evan Keck. Goulet in motion. He hands it off to Goulet on the jet sweep. He's going to try to take it around the end. He is grabbed by number 9, Drake Langenkamp.
Now Langenkamp, kind of showing, kind of some good strength right there, getting Goulet. Langenkamp, a big dude at 6'5", 240, able to kind of blow that up. And, there's been some injuries, making some guys playing some different spots. Usually that's kind of a play that McDonald would normally play. He's in the locker room with a wrist injury. We got that confirmed from the coaches. And, Noah Ambus also injured earlier in the year with a separated shoulder. So, you have Crow out there playing some receiver. You have Goulet in there as well as Seifring. Caden Seifring in there too as the receivers.
3rd and 9 from the 26. Reed looks to pass, and he's going to connect with Isaac Meeks right at the 45-yard line, and that will be a 1st down.
Yeah, just running vertical routes there for all the receivers. Had 2 down the hashes, 2 up the sidelines, and no one was there on the tight end and Meeks. So nice recognition by Miracle as he got rid of it just as quickly as he could and kind of put it in the pocket. I think a lot of people might thought that, try to throw it in stride, but really the safety was rotating over. I think he put that ball exactly where he needed to.
18-yard gain by Meeks, and it sets up 1st and 10 from the 44.
So there you see that trade, and now Celina bumping down with it.
Miracle hands off to Goulet. He's going to try to take it around the end, and he's got some space. He gets around the block, and he's got it. He's going to keep running, and he will get to about the 21-yard line.
And hopefully we get to see this on the replay. The key to this was Goulet really hugging his block at the line of scrimmage. If he would have stayed wide, he would have been tackled right away. Here we can see, look at him get really tight right there and then kind of bust out. If he would have tried to get a little bit wider from the beginning, he would have been tackled after, just a few yards gained. So, excellent job kind of trusting his blockers there by Goulet.
Evan Keck with that couple blocks there that breaks Goulet free, and there it's 1st and 10 from the Celina 21. Miracle in the shotgun. To his right, Keck. He's going to hand it off to Keck. He's going to try to take it around the end, and he'll get out of bounds at about the 18-yard line.
And we talked earlier about kind of reading your blocks right there, and Keck that time probably could have read his block and cut that up to the inside. Hard to fault that young man, as good of a runner as he is, but only got 2 yards on that gain.
2nd and 8 from the 19. I'd like to thank some sponsors tonight. Wayne Trail, Wagner's IGA, and St. Henry Bank. Thank you for all you do. As the shotgun, Miracle and shotgun. He's going to fake the handoff to Goulet. He's going to pass it, and he's got Evan Keck with a nice catch, and it is a touchdown. Walpawk's touchdown brought to you by Argrana Fruit. Touchdown, Walpawk, and it is 34-0.
And a rare receiving touchdown for Keck, and that's the 3rd passing touchdown, I believe, on the year for Reed Miracle. And he's been responsible for 4 of them tonight. Great play. Great catch by Keck. Holds it in with one hand, and I really like the design of the play. Running play action off that jet sweep action that they've been known for. Throws it right over the top. Keck usually blocks on those jet sweep plays. Sold that for a little bit, then went down the seam. Nice job.
Harshbarger with the extra point. It is up, and it is good. First National Bank scoreboard. Redskins 35, Celina nothing. We'll bring you back.
What is the best way to reach your customers? Have you tried traditional marketing and fallen short? Use video marketing from NKT Productions. It's effective, economical, and it can be used across multiple devices. Capture your customers where they spend their time most, on TV, websites, email, and social media. Don't miss your chance to show the world how great your business is with video marketing. Experience the power of video marketing through NKT Productions. Meet with one of our experienced media agents to learn more.
At Grand Lake Health, we offer urgent care services within Joint Township District Memorial Hospital. Upon arrival, each patient is greeted and healthcare professionals assess the level of care required. Urgent care services extend your access to quality health care, complete for non-life-threatening problems. Our state-of-the-art facility and host of diagnostic and treatment options allow you to receive the treatment you deserve in a timely and courteous way. Grand Lake Health Systems, the highest quality health care for you and your family.
TSC presents Friday Night Football back here at Harmon Field as the Wapakoneta Redskins have scored another one. It is 35-0 as we see the cheerleaders doing a great job cheering tonight.
Yeah, wearing the pink, so with breast cancer awareness, and you see the student body has kind of really jumped on that as well, and you see people in the crowd too. So kind of a great cause and great participation.
Yeah, it is. I know some people going through cancer treatment as we speak, and it's a great cause.
And back to the business, with that last touchdown, the Redskins has pushed the lead out to 35, and that has now instituted the OHSAA running clock rule. So outside of timeouts and change of possessions, the clock will not stop.
So that's why the crowd went nuts. As Cooper Jones gets the shotgun, he's looking to pass. He's rolling, and he's going to throw it, and it's going to be incomplete.
And there's a flag down. They're going to go to hold on Celina. But once again, credit the defensive backs of the Redskins because he had a lot of time to try to find someone, could never find anybody. And part of the job, the reason why they got protected so well was because there was at least in one instance a hold.
It'll be holding, and it will push back the Celina Bulldogs. And they will have the ball at, looks like the 22 22-yard line.
And so a spot foul there, so it's actually going to be, I think, a first and about 22.
Yeah. So Jones, the shotgun, he looking to pass again. He's rolling. He's looking to pass. He's going to take it himself. And he is met at about the 25-yard line by several red jerseys.
Yeah, so whatever plan that Jones had, Jake Lee being right there immediately and immediately changed his plans as he just kind of scrambled to the left.
So gain of 3, so it'll be 2nd and 21 from the 25-yard line. As we said, the clock is moving with 5:49 to go here in the third quarter.
And again, this is not what Celina has been all year. You know, through their 7 games earlier this year, 6 of the 7 have been 10 or less.
Jones hands it off to Stillman. He goes up the middle, and he's going to get, he's pushing. He keeps his legs running, and he'll get to about the 30-yard line, so he'll get a gain of 5.
You know, so, you know, their games this year, a 1-point win, a 10-point loss, then they had their big loss against Kenton, a 4-point win, a 5-point win, a 1-point loss, a 1-point loss. So this has not been normal for Celina, who's been in very competitive games all year long.
3rd and 16 from the Celina 30. Jones in shotgun, Stillman to his right. He's looking to pass. He's looking, he's going to step up. He steps up and he finds a receiver, and he's going to just be short of Harris, number 80.
Okay, so that was actually kind of a tough design. I was watching the receivers. The 3 near side receivers all were just running vertical routes, and they were all kind of too close to each other, so none of them really could get open because they're just too close to each other. Then they did bring one guy on the drag, and the Redskins had kind of 3 guys underneath to help out on that.
Celina to punt. Jones gets the hike, and he punts it up. A very high punt. They're going to let go out of bounds, and it will be out of bounds at the Wapak 46-yard line.
Well, credit the Redskins defense so far, and as dominant as they've been, they've only had 1 shutout so far, and that was the first game of the year against Bell Fountain. Even last week they did not, surrender a touchdown, but they did surrender a field goal. So, something to kind of aim for the Wapak defense.
They have been impressive all year. And you look at games like St. Mary's. That was a very impressive defensive stand they had in that game.
It was, and if you remember, St. Mary's, one of their 2 touchdowns of the game was on a punt return.
Yep. Looks like a broken play by Miracle. He's just going to take it himself and go up the middle, and he's going to gain about 2 yards.
Well, they coach the quarterbacks. If there's a mistake on the play, just run the ball where it's supposed to have been run. So Reed does the exact same thing. It's a busted play, as you mentioned, but he immediately just tried to run where the hole was going to be. So instead of losing yards, at least it's, a no gain.
He does get no gain, so it'll be spotted at the 46. So 2nd and 10 for Wapak at the 46-yard line.
And Keck is out of the game, so Zach Rogers in the backfield now.
Miracle under center. He's going to hand to Rogers. Rogers is going to take the lead, and he's going to pick up about no gain. So nice defensive stand so far for Celina right here. It's holding to no yards here in this drive for Wapak. So it'll be 3rd and 10 from the 46. First National Bank scoreboard, Wapak 35, Celina nothing. First National Bank, think first. As Wapak comes up to the line, Miracle under center. Roa and Rogers in the backfield. Miracle hands off to Roa. He's going to take it around the end, and he's going to be stopped. And a flag will come in on that. He is stopped for no gain, and they're going to call face mask on the Celina Bulldogs.
Now, they do differentiate still in high school between the 5-yard face mask and the personal foul face mask. He did not indicate a personal foul, so this appears it will just be the 5-yard variety. So this will not be a first down. However, they will be able to repeat the play on another 3rd down.
So it gives them a little bit of manageable yardage here on 3rd and 5 from the Celina 49. Waiting on the play is Miracle. He gets the play in the huddle.
So again, between injuries and just having Keck out of the game, you know, you have a lot of new faces out there at skill positions.
Miracle under center. He's going to hand it off to Roa. Roa's going to take the ball. He hits it hard, and he's going to get to about the 44-yard line, close to a first down.
Yeah, and I believe they're going to give him credit for it. And yeah, they are going to give him a first down. So the 5-yard penalty on the face mask is crucial. Celina would have gotten off the field, but instead gives the Redskins another chance, and Roa hits that play really, really hard and moves the chains.
It's kind of nice. Wapak bringing in these running backs as they go along, and they just don't miss a beat. Elijah Roa, nice hard run. He gets 5 yards and gets a first down to continue the drive for Wapak at the Celina 44. Miracle under center, Roa in behind. Rogers with the motion, and they're going to hand it up the middle to Roa. And he'll get about 1 yard.
And just a good old-fashioned trap, you know, trying to kind of see what they can get inside, and Roa is able to squeeze ahead for a couple yards. And that looks like it's going to be the last play of the quarter.
And that's what it's looking like as Wapak's coming off the field. And as the third quarter ends, Wapak will be up 35-0 going to the fourth quarter. And that will do it. We are at the end of the third quarter here at Harmon Field with the Redskins up 35-0. We will be back.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Wayne Trail, a Lincoln Electric company, supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Wayne Trail routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters and every role contributes to the success of our business and offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit WayneTrail.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
TSC presents Friday Night Football back here at Harmon Field at the start of the fourth quarter as it's getting a little crazy here, Paul.
Yeah, running clock rules. You know, we're at almost 11:30 without the ball being snapped yet.
It looks like Roa with the run. He's going to push through, and he's going to get to about the 35-yard line.
Roa getting an extended look here on offense with Evan Keck getting a well-deserved series off, enjoying a 35-0 lead.
That's what I mean by craziness. If you just saw the picture, Paul, the Celina cheerleaders and the student section in Celina with their shirts off.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of help. And, you know, good for them finding a way to enjoy the night.
Exactly. This fine fall night here at Harmon Field as Miracle comes up to the line. 3rd and 2 from the 36-yard line. Here's the handoff to Roa, and he's going to go right up the middle, and he's got some room, and he's going, and he's going to be caught by Brandon Slaughter, my bad. Brandon Slaughter right there at the 7-yard line.
Yeah, credit Slaughter for hustling and kind of making that play. But you can see nice cutback right at the line, gets out of the ankle tackle, and then kind of out of nowhere, Slaughter hustling and is able to take Roa and kind of denying him from getting to the end zone. But still nice run to set up a 1st and goal for the Redskins.
Roa having a nice drive right here, running the ball as Wapak 1st and goal from the 7-yard line here early in the fourth quarter.
And Keith Hauser getting off as Coach Moyer kind of working in some backups on the line too.
Handoff. Looks like to Rogers, and he's going to get snacked up in the backfield for a loss of 1.
I got tackled from behind that time. by Corey Fortcamp, the nose guard, and a senior on that Celina defensive line.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line as the clock is moving. You know, the fans are anxiously awaiting for this game to get over with so they can go watch the Buckeye game.
Yeah, rare Friday night. I think it's only the 6th time ever, if I read that, and the first time since the 1950s the Buckeyes have played on a Friday night.
Well, majority rule says no. That's not a very good call on that. As Roa takes it up the middle, and he will lose. They're going to spot him at no gain right there at the 8-yard line.
Giving some forward progress. You know, the one thing, even if they don't get it in, you know, wouldn't be bad for them to kind of set up a field goal attempt if they do not convert this. Payne Hirschberger, unfortunately for him, as great of a kicker as he is, only 1 for 5 on field goals for the year, but there's some big context to that. You know, he seemed to have only exclusively kicked 40-plus yard field goals so far and barely missed a lot of those. So, you know, it wouldn't be bad for that youngster to kind of get a chip shot field goal, get his confidence up, but obviously the Redskins want more.
3rd and goal and broken play, and Miracle's going to be pushed back to about the 20-yard line.
And didn't have a whole lot of time that time as Reed Miracle, as he got swung down there by Fortcamp, and they are going to put the field goal unit out there. Now, good news, they are in the very middle of the field, but they're about 10 yards further back than I think they expected to. You can see not a lot of time there for Miracle as he got kind of wrestled down. As this appears, this is going to be about a 33-yard field goal.
As Harshbarger lines it up, the kick is up, and it's good. 7:45 left to go here in this game. The Redskins put up 3 more points. It is 38-0. We'll bring you back.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen, and check us out on Facebook.
All right, we're back here at Harmon Field as TSC presents Friday Night Football, as the kickoff's going to be by Nikane Ambus as she kicks it off, and she will kick it to about the 28-yard line. And Wapak gets down for a good coverage, and they will get the tackle at the 34-yard line.
And that's not just kind of a nice gesture by having Nikane Ambus out there. She actually, kicked a field goal and looked an extra point a couple weeks ago. Looked really good kicking it.
Yeah, she kicked 2 of them, and I mean, she cleared it pretty good. I think it's great. I really do. Not because she's my daughter's friend. I just think she's a good gal. As Celina takes the ball.
And a host of new faces on defense here for the Redskins.
And Jones hands it off to Jaden King, who gets it to about the 36-yard line. So they'll gain a 2 right there, and it'll bring up 2nd and 8. Not many substitutions on the Celina side, but you do see some on the Wapak side on defense. As Cooper Jones hands off to Stillman. No, he's going to keep it, and he will get to about the 47-yard line with a gain of 11. He faked me out on that one, Paul.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's what they've had a whole lot of more success earlier in the year. Now, Coach Bader, keeping his ones out there, but, quite frankly, sometimes they have to look big picture that they got some other games that are going to be tough coming up with St. Mary's coming up. They got Van Wert yet. And, I think he wants to have something positive for his offense to kind of come away from this because, they want to make sure that they can finish on kind of a roll because, again, losing 2 one-point games back-to-back, then kind of getting it handed to you. Remember, they got beat 35-0 last year in this game. Now it's 38-0. They need to try to get something positive to take away from this if they can.
Well, they have 2nd and 9 from the 48-yard line as Silman carried it for 1 yard. Jones in shotgun position. Silman behind him, and he's going to flip it to Stillman. Stillman's going to take it, and he's going to get to about the Wapak 47.
Yeah, Kel Rostifer that time coming from behind and be able to kind of make the play. The sophomore, 240 pounds.
He's a big boy and very strong. Not like his dad by any means.
Don't say it too loud. He might be able to hear you right out there.
Well, he might take me in the wrestling room here and take me down. 3rd and 5 from the 48-yard line as the clock winds. We got 4:57 left to go in the game. Looks like a new quarterback here. He's going to take it himself, and he can make some room, and he's going to dive, and he's going to get to about the 31-yard line for a 17-yard gain.
And that's Nick Adams in there, and I think he's only a freshman if I'm reading that right. Not real big, and he might have had the best run of the night for Celina right there.
He's a little water bug there, and he made some moves and did a nice job gaining some yardage.
He's 5'5", 115.
Whew, wow.
When's the last time you weighed 115?
That was about 2nd grade. I'm only kidding, thank you. Adams, he's going to hand it off. He hands it off, and Gavin Brown is going to take the ball, and he's going to get to about the 23-yard line for a gain of 9.
And it's a pretty cool experience here now, really for both teams. Getting some experience under the Friday night lights. Most of these guys are, be playing on Saturday mornings for JV.
Adams hands it off back to Brown, and he's going to he's going to get about another 3 yards and pick up the 1st down at the 20-yard line.
Ethan Kirby with the tackle that time for the Redskins. We'll try to call some names when we can, but
yeah, it's getting tough right now. But we're gonna talk about some sponsors: St. Mary's Foundry, The Spot, SecureCom, Fowler's TV, Kogi Plumbing, Carriage Works, and Wilson Health. Thank you for all you do. As Celina goes up to the line, Adams in shotgun. He's got Gavin Brown to his right, and he's going to hand it off to number 24, Jaden King, who is going to take it to about the 19-yard line.
Yeah, Blaine Hurley, we're going to give him credit for the tackle right there, junior. I should mention, number 75 kind of stands out there too. Listed at 6'7", 325 is Nolan Sutton.
Wow, Nolan Sutton.
We might take that size, see if he wants to play some basketball.
Hey, you're the assistant basketball coach. Go for it, buddy. As Wapak, his time is running down. 2:30 to go here in the game. 38-0 on the First National Bank scoreboard. Adams in shotgun. King and Brown to his left and right. He's looking to pass. He sees it down the field, and it's going to be picked off by number 19, Caleb Pack, in the end zone for a touchback.
And Celina had a promising drive, hoping to get onto the scoreboard. And, the defensive coaches, defense coordinator Nick Truesdale, obviously as well, very happy to always keep that 0 up there for the defense.
Caleb Pack with the interception, and that's just going to be a nice memory for him.
Yeah, that's the second interception of the game for the Wapak defense. And we should kind of mention that they actually do lead the WBL in turnover ratio. That they're now +10. You can see on the replay, he had his man open, and just a nice undercut there by Pack to be able to kind of beat the receiver to the ball right there, who's Connor Alstetter.
Wapak takes the ball. Logan Crow into quarterback. He takes the ball, hands it off. Trying to get the number who ran that ball. Number 26.
Well, 26 is not on my roster.
Yep, it's not on my roster, so.
Sorry to that young man right there, but
hey.
Nice job. Nice 5-yard gain.
Yeah. We'll say thank you to a few more sponsors. Precision Strip, Ply Gym, Minster Bank, Hometown Opportunity, Frost Roofing, and Grand Lake Health System. Thank you for all you do. As Wapak runs the ball again. Looks like number 26 again. I'll tell you, he's having a heck of a night. Even though we don't know his name, he's doing a heck of a job.
So clock obviously does not stop with even with the first down, as we're under a minute to go here in the fourth quarter.
And the fans are very excited because Ohio State just kicked the ball off. And here's the run by number 16. 46. I tell you, my reading's not very good tonight. Number 46.
Some bad news.
Guess what? We don't have that number either. And that should be the last play of the game. As Wapak huddles up, and they're going to let that clock run down. But give all the credit. I think Celina played with a lot of heart. They really didn't give up. It's just Wapak's defense really stood out tonight.
You know, they really set the tone early on in the football game, as the Wapak Redskins end their regular season home schedule with another victory. And their hope is to take care of business the next couple of weeks and get a chance to play in week 11 here by hosting a home game, as we see the teams shaking hands.
First National Bank scoreboard, Wapakoneta 38, Celina nothing. We will bring you back.
Sometimes you just don't want to get out of your car. That's why TSC has made it easy for you to pay your bill. We have drive-up payment drop boxes at our St. Mary's and Wapakoneta offices. Just pull in, drive around, and drop off your payment. Just one more convenience to show you how much we appreciate you.
TSC, give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
At Joint Township District Memorial Hospital, your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit grandlakehealth.org for details on all of our services.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Wapak, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Back here at Harmon Field as the Wapakoneta Redskins wins 38-0 over the Celina Bulldogs to improve to 7-1. And 7-1 overall, 6-1 in the WBL as they continue their stride to be co-champs. But Paul, I mean, you look at it, it was just domination all the way around for Wapak.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it in all aspects. The defense obviously led the way by getting 3 and outs to start. You had special teams with a blocked punt, a blocked field goal, making all their extra points and a field goal, and then the offense making a lot of different plays as well. So just everything that they wanted to happen with Coach Moyer's team, they were able to kind of accomplish tonight.
Well, we look at the final stats. I mean, You look at the final stats, I mean, it's 38. You got total yards at 357. The rushing yards, I mean, the three-headed monster, Keck, Reed Miracle, and Connor McDonald, which he went out with an injury, I mean, really much told the story.
Yeah, and you had obviously a huge night tonight by Reed Miracle with three running touchdowns and a passing touchdown. So, you know, a really big game there for the senior in his last regular season home game.
Well, it just tells a story. I mean, Wapak all the way around, I mean, they're preparing for the playoffs, and they're looking to bring that WBL title back to Wapak.
Yeah, and what they need to be able to do is take care of business the last 2 weeks. Now, they do have long road trips. They have to travel to Defiance next week, and then that big Week 10 showdown at Ottawa Glandorf, who looks to be taking care of business tonight themselves, as they will continue to be alone up in first place. Again, however, Wapak does still, possess their own destiny because they do face OG there in Week 10.
Well, we look at player of the game here, Paul, and, you know, I put in the choice for Caleb Pack. I mean, he came in the game, made that nice interception at the end. Doesn't get in the game a whole lot. I think it's important for Caleb Pack to get that player of the game.
Okay.
Well, that does it here tonight, and once again, Wapak wins 38-0. I'd like to say some thank yous to Director Scott Robinson, my bad, sorry Scott. Assistant Patrick and Taylor. Cameras, Paul, Mark, Jim, and Jared. And of course, my sidekick, Paul Sadler. Appreciate everything you did tonight, especially the stats. I mean, you make me look good.
You know, AJ, it's been a long time for, us working together up here in the press box, so anything I can do for you, man.
I appreciate it. All right, we wrap it up here at Harmon Field. Wapak 38, Celina 0. Have a good night.